People keep asking why everything feels so off recently. So like you go to a restaurant, you go to a bar or a grocery store or something, and just the energy and the atmosphere just feels completely dead. It's like the places are empty, even though people are there. It's just like the vibe itself is so hollow. And I don't think it's because of the phone apps we're using or because the economy necessarily. I mean, the economy is causing issues, but I think it's something a little bit deeper. I think it's because a veil was lifted for a large part of society a couple years ago. So here's my thing. Think about a classroom, right? Everyone's sitting there following the rules because they trust the teacher, they trust the school system, they trust the principal, so on and so forth. Also, they trust their classmates. That's a big part of it. See, ultimately, they believe in the structure of the school. But then, out of nowhere, let's say that the teacher has a total, complete, screaming mental breakdown. They start just losing their minds in front of everyone, right? Maybe they calm down eventually, but it doesn't even matter because the students, it's too late. They already saw it. Now the dynamic of trust that the students had in the teacher has been completely shattered. So this teacher, they will never ever have control of the room again, right? Because they already crashed out once. The students, they picked up on that. I personally think that that was society during COVID. I think that we saw the metaphorical adults in the room, you know, our neighbors, the people we work with in these corporations, the government themselves even. I think we saw all of them have a complete, total breakdown and panic. I think that we saw what people actually are capable of when they get scared. And I think that now it's impossible to unsee that. In my opinion, the massive divide came from us seeing half of the population turn into the damn Italian Gestapo or Gestapo, however you pronounce that word. They were literally begging the government, bro, to lock things down. They were snitching on their neighbors for being outside. People sitting here looking outside of their windows with their phone in hand ready to fucking dry snitch. I mean, the fact that you had people demanding to see your private medical history just so you could sit down in a restaurant and order a burger and fries is completely insane. It was completely anti-American. It lifted the veil and stripped away the idea that you have a personal right to your own body and your own choices, right? Bodily autonomy. We all hear that phrase. Then you had the other side looking at them like they were the enemy. And the first side was looking back, viewing the other side as monsters. You had people saying, if you don't agree with us, you're evil. You're trying to kill grandma. And the other side's like, bro, you're an authoritarian psychopath. I personally think that that's why society has not felt the same since COVID. I think that that's why society feels so uncomfortable now. Because when you go out, if you walk into a room, you're not really looking for a friend. I think subconsciously, everyone is scanning the room, wondering, is this person a normal human being? Or are they one of those people who would have ruined my life a couple years ago for not playing along with the social script? You truly don't know who's a psychopath and who's just a normal neighbor. And I think that that constant, everlasting, subconscious tension, I think that that's why third spaces ultimately are dead. Now, as far as a solution goes, I don't think that there's necessarily a reconciliation that can happen. I don't think we can just, bridge the gap and get over it or go along to get along. I think really the only way to fix this is by chopping the head off the snake. You have two extreme ends of the spectrum that have basically hijacked our country. On one side, you have the far extreme right. You have people who want to mandate religion, put it in schools, and force authoritarian conservative practices on everyone, right? Most people don't want that because most people value individual freedom. But then on the other side, you have the far extreme left, the ones who want to destroy all religion. They want to police your speech and tell you what you can and can't say, and they want to push sexual ideology on children. Again, I think most normal people can see that that's completely insane. But see, the biggest thing that people need to realize is that these are not political opinions. Pushing sex on children is not a political opinion. These are toxic mentalities that have broken our ability to live together as a cohesive society. They're basically holding the middle, normal group of people completely hostage. We are not going to get our society back, and we're never going to get that immersion back until those extreme radical ideologies are politically killed. Hey, YouTube, I said politically, okay? I'm not talking about by violence. I'm just talking about letting these ideas naturally die out and refusing to let them dictate how we live, not giving them any legs to stand on. Because until then, we're just sitting in this broken classroom waiting for the teacher who crashed out already to just crash out again on us.